We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Puts in the penalty and wins the grand final for Campbelltown City. Hello, good evening and welcome to round 6 of the men's RAA NPL here in South Australia, here at Smith Partners Stadium for your Friday night football between Modbury Jets and Adelaide Croatia Raiders. Big game between these two sides. We'll go through the starting lineups in a moment as both sides are waiting to come out onto the field of play. I'm your commentator, Seb O'Neill, for this one. Taking you through the next 90 minutes or so of football here. Adelaide Croatia Raiders, as it stands in the table, sitting 5th with the 7 points. Modbury Jets sitting bottom in 12th place with just the 4 points. Their only win coming against Croydon in round 2 here at home. Adelaide Croatia Raiders coming off a big win last week against Playford City. And other than that, their only other win in the derby away against FK Beograd. Two teams that will be looking and hoping to make finals this season. But as of yet, neither side really yet to make their mark in 2025. Both sides now walking onto the field of play. We'll go through the starting lineup, starting with the home side of Modbury Jets. In goal, Alex Woodlands. Number 3, Yusei Ogawa comes into the starting lineup. Number 4, Cameron O'Doherty. Number 5, Tim Henderson. Number 6, Patrick McGregor. Number 8, Jordan O'Doherty. Number 10, Jesse Francesca. Number 11, Francesco Scamitzi. Number 12, Zakaria Nur Abdullahi. Number 13, Daniel DeTroyer. And number 17, Lachlan Wilson. For Adelaide Croatia Raiders, number 6, Noah Blazeka. Number 7, Donatien Neonkuru. Number 8, Callum Campbell. Number 9, the captain, Anthony Costa. Number 10, Paul Radici. Number 14, Oliver Zafridis. Number 19, Reece Thompson. Number 20, Marco Toriani. Number 22, in goals, Vincent Barbaro. Number 23, Jai Kingburn. And number 26, Yuto Ikeda, unchanged from last week's game against Playford are Adelaide Croatia Raiders. Modbury Jets, no Liam McCabe and no Paul Wilson. Only change coming into the team is Yusei Ogawa at the back. Nui DeTroyer, Matthias Aloisi and Joku Wol all dropping down to the bench. Referees for tonight, Dion Turner in the middle, assisted by Joseph Wojciechowski and Zach Britton. As we see one of the captains, Anthony Costa, make his way, as is Jesse Francesca. Red versus blue tonight. Easy shirt colours for me to pick either team out. Of course, last time these two sides played last year ended in a 4-3 win the way of Adelaide Croatia Raiders here. was in August of last year, round 21 to be exact as well. 51st game as well in the first division to be played between these two. Results in favour of the away side tonight. 22-1 for Croatia Raiders, 15 drawn between the two. Modbury will look to better that record tonight. As I said earlier, haven't gotten 3 points in a match since that round 2 match here against Croydon, a 2-1 win. And since then only the solitary point against Adelaide City last week, in which a fortunate deflection off of Abdullahi from a shot from Patrick McGregor got them that equaliser. They're all set here at Smith Partners Stadium in Ridgehaven. Round 6 of the RE8 NPL. About to get underway here. First game of the round. Immediately, Croatia Raiders have kickoff going wide to Neon Kuru. And already a strong challenge going in and an early free kick just about 5 seconds in, I reckon. Happy to just take it quickly and resume play. Blazeka, touched by Costa. Anthony Costa still getting on the end of it, back out wide to Neon Kuru. Will look to be plenty active tonight on the wing. Zafridis to Neon Kuru, just finding himself a little bit stuck on that far side, unable to win the throat. Modbury Jets. O'Doherty with the throw. Abdullahi trying to flick on the header. Campbell getting in there. Radici right at the halfway line. Blazeka getting the touch off and going back to Yuto Ikeda. Back with Barbaro. Had a brilliant game last week against Playford. Both him and Osby, to be fair. Strong challenge in there. O'Doherty. Back to Tim Henderson. Looking forward. Skimitsi. Ikeda getting in the way and just playing to Barbaro. Try Kingburn. Just slightly late in there, and is deemed to be so from Patrick McGregor. Croatia Raiders happy to just maintain possession in these early stages of the match. Barbaro to Ikeda. Blazeka goes first time, looking forward. Touched on by Costa. Trying to look for the option out wide in Neon Kuru. Will reach him. As Zafridis, as the overlapping run, does play it to him. Getting to the byline, just going first time. Finds a decent angle. But I think it was deemed to go out of play. This game, the only 7:30 p.m. kickoff. Adelaide Comets versus Adelaide City. Getting underway at 8:15, as is West Torrens Burkalla versus Metro Stars tonight in the men's NPL. It'll be a corner. despite protests from the Modbury Jets bench. And they're sure happy to take their time to get there to take it. So Friedis to take. Croatia have all their numbers at the back post. No one in the middle. Now coming in. Here comes the set piece. Whipped in. Just palmed over by Woodlands for another corner. You'd imagine that's something that they have worked on. That set piece from the corner. Not sure whether they'll look to do it again. I think they might. Second corner in a row. It's not a bad delivery at the back post. Just headed away by Francesca for a third corner. This time on the other side. Under a bit of pressure are the Jets in this early stages. This time it'll be Neon Kuru to take this one. Of course, scored last week against Playford early in the second half. I'm sure we'll want to get off the mark a bit earlier this week. Certainly a live wire for them up front. Neon Kuru goes short with the corner. We'll receive it back, putting the ball in. Nothing too convincing. Almost just letting it roll through there. And Croatia Raiders managing to keep the ball back with themselves. And Modbury perhaps a bit lucky. Barbaro. Barbaro back with it. Just past 6 minutes in. Slip on the ball there, played first time forward. Skimitsi in that pass, perhaps just slightly rushed. Ikeda has to make his decision quickly and does so. That ball perhaps not the right option. Forward ball comes in. Lachlan Wilson was the deliverer. Ball is back out wide. It's not a bad delivery in at the back post, but no Modbury Jets players there to receive it. Plays forward to Neon Kuru. Battling against Wilson. And a foul there. Both benches already very, very active early on in this match, trying to win every little decision, as most benches try to do for their side, instead of being able to contribute on the pitch. And a one. O'Doherty. Nice little turn there. Manages to get past again, does Lachlan Wilson. Still trying to make his way up the right wing. So Friedis battling still with Wilson. Wilson still with it on the byline. And that's a late challenge in there. And an early booking for Lachlan Wilson. I think maybe just a bit frustrated with doing so well and unable to be beating the last man there. Forward with Modbury. attempted by McGregor. Kingburn launching forward. Neon Crew back with it out on this left wing. Making his way into the box, past one, then another. Neon Crew still with it on the edge of the box, plays it into a nice area there. The strike over the bar. And Croatia Raiders just threatening constantly so far. The Jets don't really have a reply as of yet. Henderson back to Woodlands. Goes through the centre. McGregor getting in a tussle there. Still with it, McGregor wins the foul. I'll go up. Henderson. Francesca. Back with Ogawa. Francesca going through the centre. O'Doherty trying to make his way through. Puts the ball out wide, it's decent. O'Doherty. Now Jordan O'Doherty. Neon Kuru still with the ball. Again getting a pass to Neon Kuru, putting the ball forward for Costa. And will be shepherded back by Ogawa for an easy catch for Alex Woodlands. O'Doherty. Henderson looking forward, trying to get the flick on with that header there. Blazeka. Lovely little ball out wide. Thompson at the byline cuts it back. And Modbury get themselves out of that one. Francesca now. O'Doherty. Henderson. Ball forward. Perhaps not the right idea initially, but still working out for them. Abdullahi is offside. Freitas. Easy foul there for the alternative spot. Freitas. Ball perhaps maybe bouncing in, header flicked on. Woodlands under a bit of pressure, but fouled. Cameron O'Doherty. Francesca, first time forward, ball not working out. But luckily for him, Ikeda's pass doing the same. Ball out of play, another throw. This time for Croatia. Go short. Back with Ikeda. Blazeka. Foul there. Easy spot once again. Francesca going quick and short. McGregor. Nice little turn on the ball there. Couldn't keep going with it though, could Skimitsi. Here's Jai King-Byrne. Placing it back to Zafridis. Ball on that far side now for Croatia Raiders. Anthony Costa getting in the way. Campbell. Just trying to find an angle to put a ball in our Croatia Raiders. Modbury Jets winning it back though here. Maybe just a bit behind Abdullahi though, but this is an easy 3-1 for him. Luckily a well-timed run from Barbaro. Had him collect that ball. Costa. Jai King-Byrne getting it back from Costa. No foul. Kept in play. Into the centre. Played back by Campbell. Thompson. Now Blazeka. Trying to play it through the centre. Wilson cutting it out. Looking forward. Here's Skimitsi. Having to battle against Marco Toriani. Toriani that time around the stronger though. This game a real tussle at the moment. But tussle in favour of Croatia Raiders, you would have to say. Francesca. A driving run in through. Here's Abdullahi, misses the strike. Nice little touch forward here for Neon Kuru. Has a bit of space to perhaps run through, and now against Tim Henderson. One-on-one with him. Neon Kuru trying to make his way past. Neon Kuru might shape it up for the strike. Doesn't do so. Puts in a ball. Still bouncing about. Here it is, first time. And Croatia that time unable to finish it. Just past 17 minutes played. Late one in there, and a free kick for the Jets. I think just a late foot in there from Jai King-Byrne. Players always happy to have discussions with the referee, as you might have just heard. Cater. Neon Kuru trying to flick it through his own legs, so Doherty now to his brother. The siblings playing it between themselves. O'Doherty, Cameron still trying to make his way through. And wins the foul. I think just maybe clipped on the way through there. preemptively. now ready to take. Does look like a delivery in from Ogoa. Right in the middle. Headed away. Francesca. Jordan O'Doherty. Ogoa. Modbury, you imagine happy to have a sustained period of possession at the moment compared to the almost onslaught of attacks from Croatia Raiders in the past 20 minutes or so. Having to think quickly is Francesca. Woodland's under a little bit of pressure. O'Doherty. Plenty of experience on his side. Jordan O'Doherty, 28-year-old, former Adelaide Croatia Raiders as well. Melbourne Knights as well for a period. United, Western Sydney Wanderers, the Newcastle Jets, also some clubs in the A-League he played for before having a stint over in the Indian Super League with East Bengal. Former club of another South Aussie, Jordan Elsey. Not sure if they played together though. Here comes the ball forward, delivered in. Kept in play. Ooh. Not by the assistant referee's adjudication. About a quarter of the way through this one. O'Doherty battling, and a foul, says the referee as well. Ball delivered in at the back post, headed away towards the byline. Goes out for a throw. Again, another tussle there. Francesca trying to make his way through, still with it, losing out there. Neon Kuru rejoining the club after leaving for Gosford, spending time with the Central Coast Mariners Academy side. He was Pretty successful there from all accounts. Ball launched forward. Zafridis. It's well done to block out there the bounce. Trying to make his way through there. Played forward first time. Cut out by Ikeda. Blazeka. Looks for Thompson out wide. He'll opt to put a ball in. It's not bad. Costa not getting the cleanest of strikes off. Kuru on the edge of the box, opting not to strike himself. Blazeka, he'll have a try. Not enough on it to really trouble Alex Woodlands. Power probably the thing lacking with that one. They'll still be happy, I'd imagine. Croatia Raiders, of course, they'll still want the goal, but they've, I think, very much been so the more proactive and better team this half. Here's Blazeka. Plays it in the middle. Radic trying to find an angle. Radic again. Might look to get a shot off. Again, just battling around the 6-yard area. Costa over the bar. I think that's pretty blunt instructions from Vlado Blazeka. I'm interested to see the stats of how many shots they have had on target. So I can't really think of too many other than that Blazeka one, only just about 5 minutes, perhaps even less ago. That was on target. O'Doherty looking to play forward with the ball over the top. Half-hearted shouts of Barbaro perhaps being outside of the box. Blazeka gets the ball now. Costa, nice little touch there. Zafridis has Neon Kuru in front of him on the wing. Opts to go central. Blazeka. Now Campbell. Lovely little 1-2. Here's Callum Campbell. And just a shot against, or along the ground, I should say. Not on target once again. And you can hear the fans very much happy about the way their side are going, Croatia. Modbury will, of course, be more than happy to spoil their party, though. Abdullahi down the wing. Couldn't keep it in play. Goes out for the goal kick. Again, looking forward, but that one should be easy enough for Woodlands to catch. Free kick. Zafridis has Neon Kuru wide. Will receive it, gets the touch to keep it in against O'Doherty. Trying to turn him, wins a free kick. Another decent set piece opportunity for Croatia Raiders. Neon Kuru to put the ball in. It's decent. It was in the goal mouth. They still have it though. Putting a ball in. So Freitas couldn't go first time with the ball. He'll chase it back to retrieve. A bit of space is Jai King Byrne. It's a poor ball though. Goes right back to Callum Campbell after the interception. Jai King Byrne looks for the wide option and we'll get to Reece Thompson. Had a great game last week against Playford. We'll look to do similar, if not the same. Getting to the byline, trying to putting the ball in. Has the strike. Bouncing off backs. Out for a throw. This half so far has been all the effort, but no return pretty much for Croatia Raiders. I think it's only a matter of time before we see a ball in the back of a net. Could it be a Modbury one though? Toriani getting in the way. A foul from Abdullahi. Barbaro looks for the wide option. Challenge coming in. Fairly done so. Through the middle. O'Doherty making his way forward. Although his touch is taking himself wide. Right at the corner flag now. Finds himself, I think, a little bit stuck. Unable to find a way out, at least for now. Getting a good ball off. Ogawa. Abdullahi. Decent opportunity for a ball here on the edge of the box. O'Doherty trying to find the angle for the strike. And another counter-attack for Croatia Raiders. Although looking to perhaps reset instead of going immediately for that counter. Ikeda. Zafridis. King Byrne. Thompson. Once again, trying to cause havoc on that wing, putting a ball into the box, headed away by Henderson. Ogawa. Nothing too clean of a clearance there. Neon Kuru. Trying to arrive in late is Zafridis. Henderson cutting it out. No foul. Neon Kuru was really trying to chase to win that ball back, was just unable to do so. Modbury looking a bit better in these past few minutes. Cameron O'Doherty. Francesca. Ball looking forward. O'Doherty needs to keep it in before it goes out of play. Couldn't do so, and instead, well, gets it out of the stadium. I think the ground stewards will be too happy that he's put that ball out of play himself, rather than just letting it roll against the fence. Last 10 minutes of the half. Very cool night up here in the northeast of Adelaide. Looking for the forward ball again, Neon Crew. Him and O'Doherty getting a ball in between their heads. Here's Neon Crew still with it. Is that a foul? No, says Dion Turner. There were shouts for it. Blazeka now. Skimitsi trying to get in the way. Blazeka still with it though. Still managing to keep it within his touch. Losing out there. Modbury looking to counter. Abdullahi has two options forward, making a run in. Skimitsi gets a lucky ball pass. Skimitsi! Makes it 1-0 against the run of play. And Modbury have turned this game on its head. Wow. What a goal that is for the Jets. With about 10 minutes left to go in this half. It's important now that these Croatia Raiders players just really continue as they were and not be too disheartened by the fact they're a goal down. Modbury though looking to have a pep in their step. Here's Skimitsi still trying to make his way past, having the strike! O'Doherty trying to double their lead, and all of a sudden the Jets have this energy about them. Not what they would have wanted, or perhaps even thought could have happened in this half, Croatia Raiders. Toriani looking for Zafaridis. Ball comes in, flick back. Jai King-Burn. Campbell, Blazeka goes out wide. Ball delivered into the back post, headed away by Henderson. Headed away only as far as Neon Kuri has the strike wide of the right post. I suppose when you go back earlier, you heard pleas of just hitting the target from Croatia Raiders. And I suppose now that's really come back to bite them. Blazeka, it's a good ball for Costa. Was offside, but didn't know it, and again, still wasn't on target. Something that perhaps just needs to be ironed out a little bit. There's almost that final touch, final shot in their attacks to try and make them really matter. Five minutes left in the half. Cater getting on the end of that one, just launching forward. Henderson missing the ball though. Wins that one, but giving it to Croatia Raiders. Abdullahi with the header. Touchdown by O'Doherty. A little bit late there. And it will be a booking. Radic into the book for Croatia Raiders. Just a late challenge in, is all it was really. Interesting final few minutes of the half for both of these sides, really. But if the Jets can hold this, it could be a massive win for them. Of course, still have a whole other half of football to play, but looking all right at the moment. Here come Croatia. Neon Kuru plays it into the middle. Leaving it forward each. Couldn't get through. O'Doherty with it now. Launches it forward. Barbaro times it right. Goes quick to Zafaridis. Kingburn and Crew just not on the same wavelength that time around with those balls between each other. O'Doherty. Put an S on the end of that O'Doherty, playing between the two of them. Jordan unable to keep that one in play. Croatia Raiders throw. Costa chesting it down. And Tim Henderson getting an important just boot in the way there. Modbury Jets looking better and better the more the half this goes. Ball coming in. It's a poor header from Skimitzi, really only just flicking it behind him rather than anything towards goal. Still launching forward. Henderson getting himself in the way once again. Still trying to get one back before the whistle is blown. Gets to the byline. Goal kick. Burkalla versus Metro, as well as Comets versus City, both now underway. Over at Jack Smith Park and LJ Hookham Island Sports Park right in the city. Into additional time now of the first half, that is. Lovely bit of footwork here. Here's O'Doherty making his way into the box. A good strike. And a save which matched it by Barbaro. Prevented a second from going in. Campbell to Blazeka. Just getting his shirt tugged slightly. Croatia throw. Perhaps their final attack of the half. This could be. Costa seeing what he can do. And perhaps out of hope. That strike. And out of real belief. Goal kick. Can't imagine there'd be too much longer. Into the second minute of additional time now. Skimitzi trying to touch in the air. Francesca playing the ball wide, couldn't get it to Abdullahi. Anthony Costa wins the ball forward through for Neon Kuru. Couldn't get on the end of it. Bouncing about as half-time whistle is blown. Modbury Jets 1-0 up against Adelaide Croatia Raiders after probably not one of their better halves of the year. They just really kept them out, and Croatia Raiders just unable to finish really. A very interesting second half to come. Francesco Skimitzi, the goal scorer, the sole goal scorer as we head into the halftime break. Halftime score here at Smith Partners Stadium in the RAA NPL South Australia. Modbury Jets 1, Adelaide Croatia Raider 0.
Guys, time for the Smith Partners Real Estate halftime.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in. Then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Labasso, a nice run forward, only him and Bartuli, and just couldn't quite get there.
What's the save?
Needs the corner though, but Bartuli. Kusasa sends it into the area, and it's Vaughan. Leaps in and tips it over the crossbar, and if he did not, that was going to rock that net.
Goes line to Tavares. He then cuts it for Voigt. Voigt with the touch inside, hits it, and that's a great save from Delingas.
Goes to Konstantinopoulos, one-on-one with Blazeka. Kristen Konstantinopoulos with a shot. Late tackle maybe, but great save there from Barbaro. One final chance for Blue Eagles. It's a good ball in. It's got a flick. It's got a second one, but that's an unbelievable save from Sebastian Matosevic. We said Oscar Moore's man of the match, but he's kept 2 goals out that were clearly going in the back of the net.
He's made some unbelievable.
Okay, we'll get it started. Luca Trimboli, Silky Trimboli, you can be the first one, mate. Come on, get organised. Okay, at your leisure. Luca, you have to try and get closer to AK. Go. Right. Next. Close. Who took that one? That was rubbish. Yeah, put a bit of meat behind it. I did save my AK. Here. Over here, I'm waving. All right. Keep going.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins. The eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
Labasso A nice run forward, only him and Bartuli, and just couldn't quite get there.
What's the save?
Wins the corner though, but Bartuli. Usasa sends it into the area, and it's Vaughan. Leaps in and tips it over the crossbar, and if he did not, that was going to rock that net.
Goes line to Tavares. He then cuts it for Voigt. Voigt with the touch inside, hits it, and that's a great save from Delingus.
Jason Constantopoulos one-on-one with Lazeka. Christian Constantopoulos with a shot. Late tackle maybe, but great save there from Barbaro. One final chance for the Blue Eagles. It's a good ball in. It's got a flick. It's got a second one, but that's an unbelievable save from Sebastian Matosevic. We said Oscar Moore's man of the match, but he's kept 2 goals out that were clearly going in the back of the net.
He's made some unbelievable.
Headed away only to Metro Stars though. Edge of the box here, Visser. Now Gow with a little flick. Visser back in the box, and then the finish by Hamish Gow to get them 1-0 up early on.
What a goal.
Oh wow! Oh my god! That was insane! What a way to equalise!
By Murati, only as far as Mullen. Mullen hits it with the outside line. Can you believe it? Mullen with a second outside of the right boot.
Mine's going to take it, and he does. And he picks his spot, and he finishes with a bomb. And that's his hat-trick, and the 8th.
Estate needs. First Partners Real Estate. Hit up Ryan.
We all play the same game. The battlefield may look different, but between those painted lines, the feeling each of us get alongside our tribe. Let the moment sink in, then let it rip. The runs out wide, last-ditch efforts and clean sheets. The tap-in or rocket to the top bins, the eruption of the 12th player that sends shivers down your spine. It's in the way we celebrate, because football is everyone's game. Play football.
nice run forward. Only him and Bartuli, and just couldn't quite get there.
What's the save?
Wins the corner though, but Bartuli. Usasa sends it into the area, and it's Vaughan. Leaps in and tips it over the crossbar. And if he did not, that was going to rock that net.
Goes lines to Tavares. He then turn cuts it to Voigt. Voigt with the touch inside, hits it, and that's a great save from Delingus.
Jason Konstantinopoulos one-on-one with Lazeka. Christian Konstantinopoulos with a shot. Late tackle maybe, but great save there from Barbaro. One final chance for the Blue Eagles. It's a good ball in. It's got a flick. It's got a second one, but that's an unbelievable save from Sebastian Matosevic. We said Oscar Moore's man of the match, but he's kept 2 goals out that were clearly going in the back of the net.
He's made some unbelievable.
Welcome back to the second half here at Smith Partners Stadium. 1-0 to Modbury Jets here at home. In a goal which was largely against the run of play in the first half. Scored by Francesco Scamizzi. Croatia Road, his only real fault in that first half was just not really being able to find the target. Something which you'd imagine has been spoken about at half-time. But for Modbury, not the greatest of performances in the first half, but in front, 3 points is what matters most for them. Croatia, though, trying to get one early. Abdullahi getting past one, then another, but fouled by the second. And Jets winning a free kick. Ogwa looking forward. Looking for the switch ball wide, not working out at all though. interesting second half with both of these sides having very differing first halves, but for different reasons and different outcomes entirely as to what you would have expected after the half we've all just witnessed. John Kingpern, Neon Kuru out in the left wing once again, trying to cause havoc. Ball play just behind Reece Thompson, but he'll come back to get it now. Radic. Wilson running down the wing. Toriani wins the ball initially. Now having to battle against Abdullahi. Stronger of the two in that situation. And even winning the throw. Another throw one. Abdullahi shouts of a handball. He'll have a shot on the edge of the box there. Tim Henderson just coming to the sidelines for water. It's probably been one of the best players so far this match. It's been very defensively solid. Here come Modbury Jets again. Force wide. Maybe just a little bit stuck, that touch. A bit poor and out for a goal kick. Ball looking long. Once again, Henderson, twice. Getting in the way there. Neon Kuru trying to sneak a ball through the turn there. Would have been offside and is. Francesco Schiminci, the difference so far tonight was their top goal scorer last season. Actually goes level as equal with both McCabe's, McGregor and Abdullahi with that goal tonight. That ball just swung past the face of goal. In fact, it's gone out for a corner as well. Another decent set-piece opportunity for the Jets. Choku Wong looks like he's receiving instructions from the coaching staff. Set-piece goes short. Abdullahi. Ball delivered in again. It's a waste, I think, of a corner there. Since about, I reckon, 5 minutes before that Jets goal, Modbury have just seemed to have a lot more fight in them so far since that period. And it's done them a world of wonder. Of course, as we said, with a few players missing, both McCabe's not featuring. Hamish hasn't been for a few weeks now. Paul Wilson as well, not in the squad either. Some regular starters, of course, in that. He didn't make the 3 changes starters from last week. Louis de Troyer on the bench, as is Matthias Aloisi and Joku Walt, all dropping down from the starting lineup last week that played against Adelaide City at City Park, as we see a ball come in here and is swept up by Alex Woodlands. Mitzi returning the play. Toriani. Young Crew switching the ball out wide. Applauded for that. Campbell. Toriani just pushing up. Costa. Again, just not on the same wavelength there. Schimitzi winning the ball there. Trying to make his way through. Schimitzi still with it. Needs to find an angle to hit it. On the left foot, Abdullahi. He himself trying to do the same. Needs to get past. And goes out for a corner. Both just delaying to pull the trigger there and take that strike on goal. Ball whipped in with plenty of power. We'll go out for another corner. Plenty of venom on that delivery there. He'll have a second go at doing it. Ball delivered in, headed away. And it's been called back for a free kick, despite protest. Schimitzi launching down the left wing. Looks to go himself. Good save. And then a second by Barbaro. Barbaro has had a few quite meaningful saves tonight. Keeping it at just the one so far. 6 shots on target to Croatia Raiders 1. Ball on the far side. At the touchline, headed away. short shirt tug there. Throw it on the far side. Headed only upwards. Another battle for the ball there. Both going in hard. Nothing more than a foul and a free kick. To Troyer. Ogoa. Henderson just delaying the pass there, limiting his options with it though. That one bouncing. Letting it roll through was Radich, but only to Ogoa, who in turn goes back to Woodlands. Of course, yet to keep a clean sheet this season is Alex Woodlands. Barbaro alternatively had his first of the season last week against Playford. Of course, Woodlands also joining from Campbelltown. Poor ball, well, poor ball, but a mistimed ball, I should say. Thompson. Marco Toriani. Radich. Toriani again. Nice ball there from Campbell. Plazeka. And a lovely little bit of football here. Neon Kuri trying to just flick it past through. Clearance falls to Abdullahi. Looking and urged to take on Marco Toriani in front of him. Good option out wide. Strike is deflected. Francesca. His is the same. Modbury have a player down with cramp at the moment. They still look to attack though. Now the ball go out of play and treatment will be given as we just tick past the hour mark. Looking around the grounds, 1-0 here, and Comets versus City 0-0, as is West Torrens, Burkalla and Metro Stars. Only goal of the night in the men's NPL coming here, courtesy of Francesco's committee. So we just have this stoppage in play. It is Skimitsi. That was the one down with cramp. Play will finally resume again, or not without delay for the throw. Ball put forward. Easy to catch for Barbaro. Campbell. Soriani. Campbell again. Goes central with Anthony Costa. He gets dispossessed though. The captain. Delahi. Once again has been a live wire for Modbury Jets. Ball delivered in. Looking at the back post. Thompson was where the ball was aimed for, but instead it's gone out for a Croatia corner. Again, ball whipped in at the back post. Out for a goal kick. And Alex Woodland's protesting about something. I'm not too sure what. Goal kick for the Jets. 65 minutes played. Woodlands maybe slightly rushed with that ball there. Gets to Skamitsi. Curry dropping to receive the ball. Toriani looking through the middle. Thompson losing out the ball. That one poked out of play. Croatia throw, taken quickly by Callum Campbell. Switch ball played by Toriani is kept. Goes along the line, putting the ball in, headed away by Ogawa. McGregor spotted the run well, but the ball just lacking. Ball through the middle, cut out once again by Tim Henderson. Skamitsi takes himself wide. It's a good touch. Only a few in the box for Croatia, but coming back in good time there was Blazeka. He'll receive the ball now. Thompson. Stefan Matteo receiving instructions. Only came off came on, I should say, in the 90th minute last week. He'll be looking to make a more meaningful cameo this round against his former side, nonetheless, as well. Kuru receives it back. It's a poor ball again. Marco Toriani goes out wide to Reece Thompson. Puts a ball in on his left foot. It's not bad, it's floating. Shouts that perhaps maybe Woodland's got a touch to it, but only a goal kick. Just making the side in blue a little bit nervous. Stefan Mateo to come on for Croatia Raiders. Replacing Poradic. Has about 20 minutes to get them back in this one. Of course, last time around in this fixture, a goal fest, a 4-3 win for Croatia Raiders here in round 21 last year. Can't say too much of the same tonight, at least at the moment. Foul there and a free kick. Ball to Neon Kuru. Wins the free kick thanks to his resilience going forward. Ball delivered in. Looking at the back posts. Headed only slightly outwards. Now Kuru should be able to receive and does so. Goes back to Ikeda. Again looks for the wide ball. Didn't work out. Again, another switch ball not working for Croatia. Salahi. Wilson. Detroit. Abdullahi finds himself wide. Thompson. Abdullahi putting in a ball. And a push there. An attempt to win the header. Substitution for Modbury Jets. Joku Wall to come onto the field of play. And this will be Cameron O'Doherty to make way. Ball looking forward. Trying to make it way through. On the edge of the D. Goes wide. Skimitzi finds the angle, hits it. Deflects off a second time round. And had some fans thinking of the Jets that might have been their second. And ball swapped out wide. Bounce kind. Crew again trying to flick it through the legs backwards. Not working out then. Thompson. Getting in the way is Lachlan Wilson. He's been active tonight too. As Lachlan Wilson. Free kick for Modbury. I'll go up to resume play. Francesca. I'm really out wide on the right for the Jets. Here they come forward. Putting it in the centre. Abdullahi. Skies it over the bar. Looking forward. Couldn't get the touch, Neon Kuru. Modbury again with it. O'Doherty. Detroit in it. McGregor. On the edge of the box. Just getting in the way there. Croatia with it again. Launching themselves forward past the halfway line now. Joking Byrne with a slight wayward touch. In a bit of space. Needs to keep it in play, Costa, but couldn't do so. Another Croatian substitute to come. Kalen led to come onto the pitch. Made his first team debut last weekend against Playford. And was pretty active in his cameo then. We'll have just less than 15 minutes to do something tonight. Neon Kuru. Will be a goal kick. Will be John King-Byrne to come off. Kalen Laird, the one to come on. .19 years old Been at the club since under 10s. Good to see youth development paying off for clubs, and in this case, Croatia Raiders having a player from that age make their way all the way to the first team is a massive achievement for both the club and the player, so congratulations to them. But I think they'll want him to try and contribute to a goal tonight, as right now they're needing it. Ball just hitting out wide. Abdullahi finds himself in a bit of space, has the ball coming in, but no one there. No one really there for him. Thompson. Short option of Neon Curry takes him. Detroit does well. Only has one option in front of him in Skimitsi. That's an easy yellow card for Noel Blazeka and for Dion Turner to give to him. Just a slight clip on the heels. Decent set-piece opportunity. They play it quick. Skimitsi out wide. Trying to find some way to get a ball in. Still with it. Oh, it's lovely! To double the lead! That is a brilliant goal. Just managing to wriggle his way through. Jordan O'Doherty almost looping it over Vinny Barbaro to get Modbury 2-0 up. Kickoff back by Croatia Raiders after a promising first half. Nothing really came of it, and Modbury firmly in the driver's seat now. What a turnaround from them this game. Ten minutes left for some sort of fight back. Well, 10 minutes left for Modbury to really put on a show. That pass rather wayward just behind Storiani. Intercepted and missed. Falls to Francesca. Forcing himself wide almost. Bit early to take it to the corner, but he will do it. Just poked out for a throw. happy to keep that ball in the corner as long as time will allow them just to really run down any minutes, seconds left. Of course, still is just under 10 minutes, but I think any time of that for Modbury not used playing football is time used well. Goal kick. Modbury summoning a substitution to be readied onto the field of play. Will be Christian Giardino. Tussle there on the touchline. Free kick. Modbury Jets in prime position to take all 3 points. Will only be their second lot of this season after their win against Croydon in round 2. Of course, as the round started, they sat dead last in the league. Just checking it now. They've pushed themselves up to 6th. And as of right now, West Torrens Burkalla sit bottom. 6 rounds in. 4th to 12th, separated by only 4 points. Still somewhat early in the season. And really, the battle for who's finishing top or going down is nowhere near easy to figure out. I think almost all teams having off weeks. No one's really been too consistent this season. And to be honest, makes for a more entertaining and competitive league. 5 minutes left. Reece Thompson just coming off there. Jesse Francesca making way for Christian Giardino. Barnett coming on. Didn't play last week off the bench. Gets to try and make a mark in round 6. Well, pass goes back to Ogawa. Goes forward and long. Not working out. Croatia Raiders still battling to get back in this one. Well, just touching it back for Woodlands, and Woodlands clearing into the stands. Shouts of a handball, none heeded. And Again, looking forward. It's a decent ball through. Needs to be touched past. But Barbaro once again getting the right body shape to prevent another goal. Even at the moment, what is a losing side, he has been really, really good once again. Looking long. He's happy to let that roll out for a goal kick. Another substitute for the Jets. Louis de Troyer to come on. Not sure yet who is the one coming off. Looks like it's one of the goal scorers, Skimitsi. Has toiled hard tonight. Lovely goal in the first half as well to get them going. Launch long, past the halfway line. Foul there. Croatia will look to go quickly. Toriani. Final minutes of regular time. Neon Kuru putting a ball through and cut out well by Patrick McGregor. Toriani. Mateo. His pass just gets a nick on in the way through. Toriani. Campbell. Pushing from the front, Louis de Troyer. They need to mount something, not long left. On the edge of the box. Having a poke in hope. But all of that might be gone as we are now into additional time. Completely at the referee's discretion as of right now. But disregarding a miracle, it looks like Modbury Jets will get the 3 points at home. Minutes of added time after eavesdropping. Just passing the first of that now. There be another goal in this match from either side still. Clearly still have plenty more time, 8 minutes of additional. Foul there, and a free kick, which they'll look to, I'm sure, take quickly, and they do so. Joku Wald does well there. Keeping it in play. And a foul. Keeping it with that. Looking for a little bit of time wasting. Launch forward though, won't mind too much Alex Woodlands. Sure will be happy with a clean sheet as it stands. Free kick. And booking as well. Set piece for Croatia Raiders. Ball delivered in the middle. Cleared upwards. Now outwards. That one put forward. Header one. Strike goes in first time, but once again a hopeful effort on goal. Into the 4th minute of additional, of which there is 8. Surrounding with the throw, right at the halfway line here. Costa dropping deep to receive the ball. Again, throw goes quickly. Lovely little flick on there by Abdullahi. Good opportunity here. Darginho puts in an easy one. And no one was there at the right spot at the right time for the Jets. Croatia to counter. Gets past one. And then the ball unable to reach. Now Henderson takes it back. Perhaps just looking to run down the clock. No foul there. And that one launched into the stands. Is there any late drama to possibly occur? Ball delivered in. Barnett was there. Henderson clearing, deflecting off a back. Two minutes left. This rate, we're going to be running out of balls to resume play with if these keep on being cleared out. Soriani. Neon-Kuru. Lovely little bit of skill there from Neon-Kuru. He is kept in play, right on the line. Late challenge and a free kick. Yellow card as well for Daniel Detroit. Maybe a late goal. You'd have to imagine, though, if they do score it, it'd only be a consolation in the last minute of additional time now. This would have to be the last opportunity for them, you'd imagine. Delivered in low. Cleared out. Kept in play, though. Trying to take the touch pass, but not working out. Detroit, right through the middle. The ball is poor. Couldn't get to Abdullahi. Whoa, winning the header. Past the recommended 8 minutes now. Entirely at the referee's discretion. Headed back to Barbaro. Cannot be much longer left at all. Ball just really bouncing about at the moment. Costa has two on him, takes him. Still resuming forward, Mateo. Not the right ball forward. Back goes Manly Barnett to Barbaro. We still go here into the 9th minute now. And that's the full-time whistle. Modbury Jets with a big 2-0 win to lift them off the bottom of the table. Whereas Adelaide Croatia Raiders ruining those missed chances in the first half, you have to imagine. Skimitsi and Jordan O'Doherty, the goal scorers for the home side tonight. And I'm sure very pleased that for the first time since round 2, they've gotten all 3 points in a match. Full-time score here at Smith Partners Stadium. Modbury Jets 2, Adelaide Croatia Raiders 0.